Hello everyone and welcome back to Professor Layton and the Curious Village. Last time we started investigating the sewers and this time we're going to continue doing that and also make it to the park finally. Anyway, let's read these new journal entries. Moments after we arrived in the northern part of the village, a girl appeared before us. From her expression it was clear she had a message for us, but something in the shadows frightened her off before she could say anything. She did, however, leave behind a clue, namely a single ticket to the village's Ferris wheel. Spurred on by the Ferris wheel ticket, the young girl left behind. Luke and I tried to gain access to the park, but the gate was locked shut. Perhaps that man from the village hall, Rodney, can help us open the gate. It seems the only person who can get us into the park is the park caretaker. Now, if we could only find the man. Rodney mentioned that the caretaker had the additional duty of looking after the village's sewer system. Maybe the caretaker is below ground today. Alrighty. Now let's go upwards over here. Here we go. There's one over here. Dog points it out for us. And one somewhere over here. And we look at the Layton mobile for another puzzle. Certainly didn't foresee sewers leading to a place like this. Look, there's the Layton mobile. And we get a random puzzle with no elaboration. A train with a length of 100 meters takes 30 seconds to travel over a 400-meter bridge. Assuming that the train speed is constant, how many kilometers per hour is it traveling at? 60 kilometers, I think.
How does this sound?
Go.
Layton's apprentice saves the day!
That's right, the answer is just a matter of arithmetic. We also need to be using the right figures. If the time between the front of the train travelling onto the bridge and the back of the train travelling off the bridge is 30 seconds, then the distance travelled in that time is 500 meters. This means the train travels 1 kilometer per minute, which is 60 kilometers per hour. There we go. Sterling work there. This goes to Layton, the fossil. And I believe if we look at the car again, they say something funny, maybe. Or maybe they talk to them, I don't remember. There was a bit of funny dialogue I remember when I was looking through this game again. There's a great view of the entrance to the village from here. There's the Layton mobile, it seems unharmed. Don't worry, Professor, no one would even dream of stealing the Layton mobile. Just what do you mean by that, Luke? I love that one. It's great. Anyway, we are done here. Let's get going to the right. Yeah, there's probably a lot more dialogue that I'm just missing. But yeah, there's a lot of like great dialogue that's like completely optional. That really great. Where is this next one? There it is. Okay, got it. And let's talk to this guy. Hello there. Now what can I do for you fellows? You're the park caretaker, are you not? Would you mind opening up the gate to the park for us? You want to go to the park? Well, you lads are certainly curious. Well, I'd like to open up for you, but I've got to finish this repair job here before I do anything. Is there anything we can do to help then? Funny you should mention that. If you could just work out the area on this map, I'd be done in a jiffy. You any good with things like that? Squares and circles. Sylvian brought you this diagram to see if you can help him with it. Several circles and squares are pictured in the diagram below. How many times larger is the area of the blue square when compared to that of the red square? It's 4 times larger. There we go.
There we go. Every puzzle has an answer.
That's right, if you rotate the middle square 45 degrees as shown in the picture above, the answer becomes apparent. The middle square has half the area of the large blue square, and the little red square has half the area of the middle square. Therefore, the little red square is 1/4 the size of the blue square. Blue square, it's 4 times the size of the red square here. And there we go. Fine work, the both of you. As soon as I take care of this little puzzle, I'll open the gate for you. There, that should take care of this mess. Now, let's open up the park, eh? Hold on a second here. There we are. The park is yours to explore now. Professor, we're in. Thank you. You've been a great help, sir. I hardly need thanking, sir. After all, this is my job. Way back when I used to keep it open every day, but the villagers, they don't care at all for me, park. I'm glad you fellas stopped by. It's the first time in a while I've had to do my job. Okay, there we go. Now we can finally enter this place. Okay, and I believe... the cutscene here. This park is really kind of sad, isn't it? It's all rusty and abandoned. Just as Silverine said, it seems that no one sets foot in this park for a no one set foot in this park for a dreadfully long time. Jeez. Now on to business. Let's give the grounds around the Ferris wheel a thorough once over. I expect we'll find something of interest there. Ink coin there. Ink coin somewhere here. One in the trash as well. I should probably get that first. One at the bottom of this pole, and then one in this tree somewhere. There we go. And then we just check the sign. Oh my. What is it, Professor? Look at this poster. The picture appears to be the same one on the ticket we pick up. It looks like it's been posted here for ages. It's so faded, you can't even read the letters. Oh. Hey, isn't that... Yes, I thought so. That's little Flora there in the middle of the picture, isn't it? She looks exactly as she does in the portrait we saw of her in Reinhold Manor. It would seem Baron Reinhold built this amusement park solely for his daughter's enjoyment. Strange. I wonder why it wasn't more popular with the village folk once it was open to the public. Well, I don't suppose speculation will help us very much. Let's keep moving. Right you are, Professor. The place is so run down, it looks like it hasn't been touched for years. What a shame, I bet it used to be a fun place. There's even a big top, the kind you see at the circus. Yes, there is something quite sad about it, isn't there? How strange, this was clearly a travelling carnival, but why was it left to rot here in St. Mystere? I bet the Ferris wheel is a mess too. I suppose I won't get to use that ride ticket we picked up. Well, we have better things to do than ride that thing, don't we? Somewhere in this park hides the clue to finding the golden apple, I'm sure of it. And we got more hint coins to find. One over here, I believe, and one in these cups. Oh, I see. And then we... where is it? This place probably used to sell something, but no one knows... But no one's here now. Okay, there we go. There's where it was. Look, Professor, there's a hidden puzzle here. Odd box out. Of the 4 boxes below, 3 are the exact same box viewed at different angles. The 4th box, it has slightly different design. Can you spot the odd one out? Box is D.
Well, here's my guess. Layton's apprentice saves the day.
Good thinking. If you break down boxes A, B and C, you can see that they are all the same arrangement of decoration. However, when you break down box Z, you see that its faces are arranged in a slightly different manner and might look something like the above diagram. However, you can't know for sure because the other 3 faces of box D are unknown. Ooh, that puzzle really put up a fight. Mighty. Then we go to the Ferris wheel. This must be the Ferris wheel we were looking for. Luke, why don't you just look around and see if anything seems odd about it? Will do, Professor. Did you find anything out of the ordinary, Luke? Oh, no, not a thing. Maybe there's no secret hidden in this Ferris wheel after all. That remains to be seen. Let's look around a bit more, shall we? There's a few more hint coins here. One on this sign, and one on this sign as well. We've got a puzzle here. Now, I remember this puzzle can be quite confusing sometimes, but yeah. Though I can't put my finger on it, there's something quite odd about this Ferris wheel. It makes me wonder if we might have overlooked something important around the park. That reminds me, Luke, have you heard the wonderful puzzle about the Ferris wheel? Yeah, this puzzle really confused me the last time when I was playing, like, I played through the game to, like, check all the puzzles and stuff, and also when I was showing this game to my friend. He struggled with this a lot. It's just one of those puzzles. Anyway, there are 10 two-seater cars attached to the Ferris wheel. This Ferris wheel turns so that one car rotates through the exit platform every minute. The wheel began operation at 10 AM and shut down at 30 minutes later. What's the maximum number of people that could have taken a ride on the wheel in that time period? I believe it's 42.
I think I've got it! Professor, I've solved it!
That's right. The first 9 minutes of the Ferris wheel was moving, the cars arriving at the unloading zone are unoccupied. For the last 9 minutes, the operation needless to say, no one will be allowed to board the cars. From the time the Ferris wheel fills up at 10 minutes past the hour until the last passenger steps off at 10:30, a total of 21 sets of passengers will have taken a ride on the Ferris wheel. Excellent job, my boy. We should take another quick look around the area to make sure we haven't missed an important clue. Here. We walk to the right here. Look, Professor, there's a strange little shed here. Interesting, it seems the shed pumps water to the sewer pipes. I feel this warrants a closer look. Doesn't appear that the door will open. Let's move on and explore the rest of the park, Luke. There's a hint coin over here. Come on, where is it? Okay, let's just get the other ones and work on that later. Righty. There we go. Okay. We'll walk down from here. Pick up this scrap. Look at this, Professor. It was lying on the ground. It appears to be a scrap of notepaper. Would you read it aloud for me? No problem, Professor. Alright, let's see. The older she gets, the more young misses catching on to this village's secret. She seems lonely, which is probably why the boss asked to build an amusement park for her. Yep, it certainly looks like I've got my work cut out for me. The young miss mentioned here must be Flora. The whole park was built just for her. I don't understand the other line. What's all this business about a secret in the village? I just wasn't ready to handle the boss's death. Poor young miss. She's all alone in the world now. But no matter what happens, I have to keep going and take care of her in the boss's place. Page ends there. Baron Reinhold sounds like he truly loved his daughter more than anything. Fate can be so cruel. Right, let's get those hint coins. Okay. Let's talk to Sylvia again. Oh, you lads again, eh? How do you like my park? Lovely, isn't it? sun is shining bright today, and I'm in fine spirits. Why not celebrate this weather with a puzzle? Let me tell you one of my favourites. This puzzle can also, like, catch people off guard, I remember. A 2.5 meter deep water tank has water poured into it for 8 hours. Starting at 9 AM, the water level rises by 60 centimeters in this time. However, it seems that the water is leaking out again at night, because the next morning the water level has dropped by 20 centimeters. If the water level continues to rise 40 centimeters a day in this way, what day will the tank first overflow? I believe it's the 6th one.
Luke, here's my answer.
Righty.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
That's right. The answer is the 6th day. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that because the water level rises by 40 centimeters each day, it will have risen 2.40 meters by the 6th day, and therefore overflow the 2.5 meter deep tank on the 7th day. However, on the 6th day, the water level actually starts at 200 centimeters and rises by 60 centimeters over the course of the day, overflowing the tank. Yeah. You're quite the solver, aren't you? Ah yes, getting back to my park. It hasn't been properly maintained and parts are just rotting away. If something looks old and broken, do the smart thing, lads, and stay away from it. Let's go to Luke. And we check this shed puzzle. Oh, Professor, there's a hidden puzzle here. Nine squares are carved into a piece of wood. Arrange 9 unique numbers between 1 and 51 so that every vertical and horizontal and diagonal line of squares crossing through the middle has the same sum. Arrange the numbers so that they yield the highest possible sum. What number occupies the middle square? I believe that is 51.
Well, here's my guess. Layton's apprentice saves the day.
Awesome. Great job. To get the largest sum possible of any of the vertical, horizontal, and diagonal lines of numbers, you should place the largest number available in the middle square. Once you've decided on that, that as your middle number, all you need to do is to test whether you can complete. To test whether you can complete square. The full solution should look something like the diagram above here. Yeah. Sort of struggled reading that. Ooh, I got it, just barely. Okay. Now we just have to go back to the Ferris wheel. So in the end, the ticket we picked up turned out to be meaningless. So it seems. I suppose my intuition has failed us this time, Luke. Come, let's head back to the heart of St. Mystere and search for our next lead.
Hmm? What on earth?
Professor! Ah!
Get away, Luke! Run!
Professor, I think he's chasing after us!
That's preposterous! Blast.
Woo woo woo. Why would the Ferris wheel... Professor, look what happened to the shed. Ferris wheel must have simply destroyed it. If we'd made a wrong step back there, we'd be rubble too. Oh my. I think we found something here, Professor. What could that be? Now, what's an entrance to the sewers doing here? This could well be an underground passage to the tower. We've got to take a look below. Come on. Oh, I'm right behind you, Professor. It's such like an unhinged cutscene, honestly. I wonder why the Ferris wheel tried to run us down. It's crazy. Anyway, I love that cutscene a lot. It's funny. I hope I don't trip. This place is pitch black. And it's cold too. Watch your step, Luke. Look out. Look for anything suspicious or out of place. Okay, and I believe pink coin there. Pink coin somewhere over here as well. There we go. There we go. And let's check this. Look, there's a sort of stone tablet embedded in the wall. This is clearly some kind of puzzle. I'd wager the solution will tell us the direction in which to proceed. Which way? Path you're on forks to the left and the right in front of the sign seen below. Your gut instinct tells you that this sign reveals the direction you need to go. Find an arrow within the picture, like the yellow one on the side of the board. When you find it, draw a line around as neatly as possible. Keep in mind that the arrow you're searching for may not be the same size as the one pictured below. Okay, so I believe it's here. There we go. Hope that's neat enough. I'm gonna have to restart this recording. There we go. Nothing to worry about.
Another puzzle solved.
Well done. Now you can move forward. There's our answer. We will proceed down the left corridor. Understood, Professor. Let's go to Layton. Alrighty. To the next room. There's some pink coins somewhere on this wall. I don't remember where. It's kind of hard to be specific in my notes. There we go. No, Professor, there's a strange device on the door here. It seems to be a puzzle of sort. I imagine the door won't open until we solve it. It seems like we're almost being tested, isn't it? Okay, here we go. Can you get the red ball out of the maze? Okay, here it is. 14 moves. Okay, let's see here. Leave like this. Will work. This, come on. Up. There we go. Oops. Looks like I'm not getting it in 15, like 14 moves.
Luke, here's my answer. Every puzzle has an answer.
There we go. Fantastic. Easier than looks, isn't it? If you haven't done it yet, why not try to complete the puzzle with the minimum number of moves possible? That should do the trick. And with that, we are done for today. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed this part. If you did, I don't know. Sorry. Anyway, I'm gonna stop now. Goodbye.